let's transition. What's up? Family, I want to welcome you to Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Man, great Kujichagulia to you as well, Brother Kwame. And hopefully I will see you at the meeting tonight. Man, oh man, I am ready to get it started. We're about to get it started real quick here. So let's do it, man. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Oh man, let's see. I don't see us up on YouTube yet. So family, first off, I want to welcome you to the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority, the place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Yo, this is Brother Hatim, and of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. And we are daily toast. But we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Shouts out to Miss Cynthia. I see you out there. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink. Or should we say, breathe, and drink. Take a deep breath with me, come on. Now grab your glass for that water. Get your picture of that water. Lift that picture of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink. Or should I say, live, pour, then drink. Now move your body, drink some water. My shoulders. Move your body, drink some water. Hold some push-ups. Family, move your body. Just move your body. Drink. Or should I say, move, yeah, drink. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Family, raise your glass, toast your ancestors. Just raise your glass. Drink. Or should I say, raise, toast, then. Take your breath and drink some water. Lift and pour yourself some water. Move your body, drink some water. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, live, move, toast. Remember the 4 pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Drink up with me. Drink, drink. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Move your body. Toast your ancestors. Family. I want to thank y'all for joining us live here on Gye-Nyame Journey. Once again, we are here to lift up our ancestors and toast. But before we get into that, let's go on to some of the announcements that we may have. I didn't set up the page to go to check out what's on the timeline, so we should hopefully be able to do a show tonight. So we'll be coming in, we'll be doing a show tonight. We could be able to discuss some of the news, and to give me a little bit of time to get more of the news. But family, make sure that you help support us as far as the Malcolm X Festival. We're trying to get it ready. We will be having the Malcolm X Festival live here in Columbus, Ohio at 3500 Refugee Road, also known as the Mighty Millennium Community School. We will be having it on May 16th. Right now, as far as the fundraising, we are asking for $20. You get the package for $20. What do you mean the package, Brother High Tim? Well, of course, you get the digital content that we've been talking about, right, family? So come on out, check it out. Click on the link, see what you get. But then also just, to support our efforts to get this Malcolm X Festival up off the ground. We want to make sure that everybody that want to be involved is able to be involved. I don't know why this thing is not posting on Facebook. I really don't. I'm trying to see what's going on. Let's try it here, because I'm trying to get one option that once I post, it posts to all of the sites. It says it posted on YouTube. Oh, say it posted on all. So I'm going to give it a chance to show and prove. I did. All right, cool. So make sure you support us for the Malcolm X Festival also. All right, so we'll talk about some of the other stuff later, because we're already running super late. I'm running super late, and it's cool. All right, so the story tonight, because we did Hercules last week. Hercules. This week, Folktale of the Week. Let's get it. I need a nice little drum roll here. I'm going to find a drum roll. The Ants and the Grasshopper. This is a famous one, and we should be able to get some good discussion up off of this one. And it's, the ants were spending a fine winter's day drying grain collected in the summertime. A grasshopper, perishing with famine, passed by and earnestly begged for a little food. The ants inquired of him, "Why did you not treasure up food during the summer?" He replied, "I had not leisure enough. I passed the days in singing." They then said in derision, "If you were foolish enough to sing all summer, you must dance somebody's bed in the winter." Where you at, anime? Come on now. You know that was a good one. Come on, stop holding up. You know that was a good one. Now, we're going to talk about that one tonight. That's called The Ant and the Grasshopper. We'll be able to share with you online tonight, and go on and kick it up, see what information, what wisdom we could draw from it. And I'm hoping that you will be willing to call in and join the discussion. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell, share some of your wisdom, share some of your insight, and then we could connect that back to what's going on right here today. Family, we talk about culturally appropriate holidays. I think tonight we might need to talk about culturally appropriate education, culturally appropriate food, culturally appropriate education, culturally cultural stabilizing. We call it cultural stabilizing holidays. Culturally stabilizing education is also needed. And I think we might need to go on and chew up some conversation time on that. But let's go and get to this toast because it's time to take care of our ancestors as they have taken care of us. All right, we're going to shoot for the coffee today. The coffee mix. The coffee mix. The coffee mix. The coffee mix. Man, I love that sound. That's the sound of growth. That's the sound of life. That's the sound of some fermenting going on, which we need right around this time. We need to keep our microbiome strong. They told us at the school the other day that the coronavirus is in Columbus, Ohio. It has hit Columbus, Ohio. People are terrified. I'm still taking my protocols like I told y'all yesterday. Washing the hands. I don't even like using the alcohol stuff, but I actually used some yesterday. Because like I said, just in case. You know what I'm saying? Because if I don't get it, I still could carry it on my skin. And I have people in my life that I love and respect, and I don't want any sickness that may be on me to get off on them. So we have to. This is part of the whole Gye-Nyame journey piece. You know what I'm saying? That whole staying healthy, right? Family, we got to work on that. We got to build on that. You know what I'm saying? Because first off, we can't serve our brothers and sisters if we sick. We can't really serve our ancestors if we sick. And we definitely can't carve out space and time for our future generations if we sick. So we need to go on and start making sure we're doing some things to at least bring ourselves into tune. So speaking of that, let's get into a tune here and let's do these libations. Or the toast. We raise up our glass to our creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that creator. And we say, Ashe. Family, from there, you know where we go. Where we going, Brother Hatim? Tell them where we going. We're going to our ancestors. We're going to try the list as far as we can, and then I will get up and pull it out. And I'm trying to get the first page down. Miles Brown, Ms. Aaron, Robert Texas, Andy Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Elvira Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan. I did something wrong. Let me start over. Miles Brown, Ms. Aaron, Robert Texas, Andy Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Fanny Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis. One more time. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert Texas, Davis, Herman Brown, Senior, Rosalie Tilly, Georgia, William Walter, Christopher Gasson, Lena, Uncle Chris, Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittmanell. I forgot Wash Ellis Jr., so I'm messing up on the list already. Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittmanell, No More X, Pet Ma Rob, Malika Fakour, Dr. Marianne Williams, Coach Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusef Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Danielle Pulliam, the Luxter Brothers, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Patrick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janet Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Brenderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Louis Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Del Hodge, Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Weller, Vita Farmer, Ago So Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., R.B. Hasbury Sr. I started thinking. Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ada G. Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther Keishla Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Pearl Moore, Percy Moore Jr., Major Owens, Booker T. Bolden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hader Pearson, Surgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mae Moss, Peter Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. I'm gonna get it. I promise. Rita Leon, James W. Wassine, James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, May Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Annie Levester, May Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Alula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Frank Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Peter Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, Tamika Russell, Iman Ayres, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West on the other side. So I almost got the first page, almost got this side memorized. I'm gonna be working on this side next. William Walter West, Nigel Parrish, Elder Pasigi Fulani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnston, Elise Waters, DePretis Hines, Ernest Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scannell-Berry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hyde, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cannon, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensipar, Hazel Gatson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy, Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stacy Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Irvin, Judy Albert, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boyd Irby, Jim O'Shea, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Edgar Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Al Becker, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry, Tom McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno, Baby Hatch, Hatch Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Max Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Viola Ross, Robin Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Manny and Charlie Scott, Ada Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Benella Albert Miley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Remy Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Bradley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mitchell Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Captain Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Jabez McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Menendez, Jacqueline Brothers, Reginald Albert, Madeline Cooper, Joyce Warren, Imani Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We have Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damon Top, Westina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jamonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Sam McClain, Leonard Jones, Sade Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gorey, Nathaniel Hassan Turner. Khalid is in transition. Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Reaper, Oscar Kane, Audrey Cripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruth Elaine Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Henry Munger III, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshaunda Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosey, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem Nkomo, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Kareemi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve, Dougie Shelton, William, Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Kofer, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don. We got Saber Winston, Chris McKinney, Margaret Mentor, Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko, D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. Family, we raise our glass to all of our ancestors and we salute them and we say the mighty words of Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Of course, you know, we move to the present moment because in this present moment belongs to us, and in this moment we're able to lift up our ancestors as well as look forward to our future generations. So we do all that in this moment, and we collect the power that's here in this moment, and we use it to move forcefully into the future. Right? So I want to give a round of applause to all of the Kujichagulia babies, which I am one. Yeah, I'm a Kuji baby. So family, first off, I want to ask you to open up or turn on your reticular formation. I want you to get out and start seeking Kujichagulia. Go out here, find it in the world, take a snapshot of it, send it to Gye-Nyame Journey, right? Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You can share it with us, Gye-Nyame Radio on Twitter if you want. You know what I'm saying? Go to the YouTube page. I don't know, post it up, right? Let us know. Hashtag Gye-Nyame, hashtag Kujichagulia, hashtag Kujichagulia found, hashtag Kujichagulia Day. You know what I'm saying? Kujichagulia in there somewhere. For those that don't speak the language, Kujichagulia means self-determination. The demonic principle of the day is justice. Indigo is the color. I got on black today. It fits. Correspondence, as above, so below. As below, so above. That's correspondence. That's the Hermetic law for the day. Male name for the day is Kwabena. Female name is Albina. Right? So, We raise up our glass to the present moment, to the power in this moment. And we pledge, we pledge to use the power of this moment to move and build a wonderful future for our children, as well as to salute our ancestors who have laid it down and created this moment for us now, right? So we lift up our glass, shouts out to Mac, lift it up, and we say, I say, family. From there, where do we go? Y'all know where we go. We go to our future generations. Family, we toast our children in advance. Can't wait to see what great things they have in store. Sending love up for the Spencer Jennings. Is that what he says? Sending love up for the Spencer Jennings and family. Cool. For some reason, YouTube and Facebook must be beefing because they're not allowing me to see all the messages on either one of them. So anyway, we raise up our glass and we salute our children's children onto infinity. We raise it up and we salute them in advance and we say Ashe. From there, family, we move on to all of our relations and we say Ashe. From there, we do that private toast. You know what I'm saying? That's this that selfish toast for you, family. For you. We lift it up. What is it that you need in this moment to grow towards? Right? To become your greatest you. We lift up our glass. We say Ashe. Last but not least, family, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most glorious, the most outstanding individual in the room right now. Don't be shy. It's you. I raise my glass to you, and we say Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, man, we'll be working on doing a show tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hope to see you there. Also this weekend we have warrior training. We have our Malcolm X planning meeting tonight. I will have my speaker in the house for those that can't make it, that want to participate in the planning, because we want to make this, you know what I'm saying, because it is a community event. So we're opening it up for suggestions and people that want to come in and help. We're opening it up to the community. So by all means, you know what I'm saying, feel free to come on in. We prefer you to come in person, but if you can't and you're going to be serious about helping us make this a successful festival, feel free to hit us up on the Black Line. Also, did I mention warrior training? Yep, I mentioned warrior training. Got warrior training this Kuumba, and also there will be a Simba meeting, I think this Amani. So we out here doing it. Been having issues viewing on Facebook. So Miss Cynthia says she done had issues viewing on Facebook. So if you could write in what's happening on Facebook so that I can see if it's on my end or if it's on Facebook's end. Because I am streaming a little bit different, as you can see with the backgrounds and stuff. But yo, family, I won't hold you up any longer. I pray that your day will be as beautiful as you are. And